Hello there, welcome back to day 3 of this 5-day meditation program, introducing the concepts and ideas around meditation itself. And today I want to talk about the different kinds of anchors that can be used during a meditation practice. But for now, as usual, we will set up today's practice with the posture, so sitting back on the chair, 90-degree bend in the knees, your feet flat on the floor, making sure that the spine is nice and straight, so the heart over pelvis, head over heart. Shoulders are relaxed, face relaxed. Just take a couple of seconds to allow the body to settle. So we want a nice strong back, nice strong foundation, soft front, soft belly, soft chest. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths before closing the eyes. So first of all, empty the lungs. And then inhale through the nose, filling the belly. And then sighing through the mouth. See if you can relax a little more into the body. 2 more like this. Inhale through the nose. And then sighing through the mouth. Relax, take your awareness into the body. 1 more, inhale. And then exhaling, gently close off the eyes. Let the breathing come back to its natural rhythm. If possible, keeping the breath nice and low into the belly. A very subtle movement, very subtle expansion and compression as the body breathes. And then taking your awareness to the weight of the body on the chair. Tuning into that sensation of pressure. And then to the soles of the feet. Noticing any heat. Noticing that sensation of pressure. And then looking past the label. Tune into the sensation itself. And then become aware of the whole body. The whole body resting in space, supported by the chair. Nothing being asked of you in this moment. Just some time in the day for you to be. Take your awareness to the more subtle sensations. That could be a watch, jewelry, sensation of clothing or hair or your glasses on the face. These sensations that we're generally not aware of in our day-to-day lives. Just bring these things into your awareness. Again, not labeling or thinking about these sensations. Tune into the sensation itself. And then take your awareness to the sensation of breath in the body. So wherever you find the breath most strongly. So that could be at the belly. It could even be at the chest if it's not comfortable to breathe into the belly. It could be the sensation of air at the nostrils or between the lips. It could be the sensation of clothing moving against the skin as you breathe. And then start to become aware of the full path of the breath. So where the air enters at the nostrils, the rush of air at the back of the throat, the body expands. And noticing the pause as the tide of the breath turns. Noticing the body relax to let go of the air, the rush of air once again at the back of the throat and at the nostrils or between the lips. Perhaps even noticing the slightly cooler air on the inhale and slightly warmer on the exhale. And then for a few moments, we're going to expand the breath. So inhale and exhale for a slow count, either 3, 4, or 5, whatever feels good for you. And with each inhale, I want you to fill the lungs, and on the exhale, completely empty the lungs. And using the count to keep the breaths roughly even. Keeping the body relaxed. The face stays nice and relaxed. If possible, directing the breath in towards the belly to use the diaphragm. And just notice when the mind starts to wander, when it starts to think, when it starts to plan, when you get caught up in thinking, and just without frustration, just gently draw your awareness back to the counting or come back to the sensation of breath. Just a few more rounds of breath like this. So using the full capacity of the lungs, nice, deep, slow breaths to activate the homeostasis response, relaxation response, just indicating to the mind and the body that you're ready to take a break from the day, ready to release stress, ready to take a break from the thoughts, from the doing, from the planning. Just a couple more rounds like this. With the inhale, fill the lungs. On the exhale, empty the lungs. One more round of breath. After the next exhale, let go of that control. So coming back to your natural rhythm of breath, whether that's short and ragged or if it's slightly long, that's fine. Just whatever the body kind of needs to do in this moment. No need to control the breath. And resting your awareness on that sensation. So without moving or fidgeting, if that desire to move comes up, just staying nice and still and maybe just watch that desire come and go. Become aware of these desires that arise almost subconsciously sometimes. Let go of these desires, let go of the thoughts, and rest your awareness on that sensation, that physical sensation of breath. And today I want to talk about all the different anchors that can be used as part of a meditation practice. So I generally always use the breath, and that is the most common anchor to the present moment for people who meditate. When you learn how to meditate, it's generally using the sensation of breath as an anchor. But almost anything in the present moment can be used to meditate. So there are some schools of yoga that use vision, use a flame. So the meditator would sit with their eyes open, looking at a candle, looking at the flame itself, aware of the colours, the shapes, the movement. And when the mind wanders, as it always will, instead of coming back to the breath, they come back to the flame, how the flame looks, how the flame is behaving. There's also a mantra, an internal mantra that's been used and is popularized through the transcendental meditation movement, where you're given your own mantra and you repeat that over and over in your mind. And again, when the mind becomes distracted, when it starts to think, you draw your awareness back to the mantra. You can also use sound. So perhaps the birds in the trees. If you're sat on a beach, you can use the sound of the waves as your anchor to the present moment. You can use sensations in the body, perhaps even the sensation of pressure as you sit on the chair. And yoga itself, the physical practice, is a moving meditation. So the anchor being the muscles being stretched, in the moment balancing, so at their soles of the feet or on the seat, the sit bones, the weight of the body on the mat. And when the mind wanders, as it will, just coming back to those sensations, the sensation of stretch, sensation of movement, the muscles contracting. So all these things in the present moment that can be used just to give you an idea of what you can experiment with perhaps. But for now and for today, we're going to use, or continue to use, the sensation of breath. So just noticing if the body has started to tighten up around the shoulders or the chest. Usually the tiny muscles around the eyes, especially if you're feeling stressed. And just let the muscles relax, become soft. Take your awareness to the sensation of breath, wherever you find that sensation, the physical sensation of the body breathing. And just know that the mind will wander. That's the mind's job. The mind will think, and that's fine. All we're doing here is noticing when we become distracted, and then very gently, without frustration, without any feeling that you're doing things wrong, just gently come back to that sensation of breath in the body, either at the nostrils, between the lips, perhaps the sensation of air at the back of the throat, the belly rising and falling. Resting your awareness on that sensation. And remembering that it doesn't matter how many times you have to bring your awareness back. It could be 10 times, it could be 100 times. But each time you do, you're strengthening your awareness. You're building deeper network within the mind, a deeper connection to the present moment, which then spills out into our day-to-day lives, where we're able to stay more present with what we're doing, whether that be work, whether that be staying present with our family, our friends. Just noticing when the mind wanders, when it starts to dream, when it starts to think. And just gently draw your awareness back to that sensation of breath. Just a few more minutes now. Just notice if the mind has wandered and gently come back to the breath. Keeping the body relaxed. If possible, keep breathing into the belly. Resting your awareness just lightly on that sensation of breath in the body. Another minute or so to go. Stay present. We're starting to come towards the end of today's practice. Before we finish, before opening the eyes, letting the mind and the awareness be free. So no more control, no more focus on the breath, just let go, noticing where the mind goes. So being curious as to what the mind wants you to do next. Where's it dragging you? Where's it pointing you towards? And then coming back into the body, the weight of the body on the chair. And then noticing any sounds. Sounds in the room, sounds outside of the room. And we'll take one more deep breath together. Inhale through the nose and fill the belly. And then sigh through the mouth, relaxing the body. And then gently opening the eyes. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed day 3, and I'm looking forward to seeing you for day 4. See you tomorrow.